Yes, my names are Vailes Muderanji Sakala. I'm a Zambian by nationality. I live in Lusaka, particularly in George Compound, Lima Ward 26. I am a CBE working hand in hand with the Lusaka City Council as a volunteer in waste management. Currently, I'm a director of Chinvano, Nichabwino community organization right here in George. And not only that, I've got other people who have come on board as volunteers in different fields as experts. Right now where I am is my house in George Compound, Lima Ward 26, and this is what I'm doing. The attire you are seeing me wearing, it is the attire that I use when I go in the field to do my waste collection. In future, I want to expand my business of waste collection to other communities, and I want to help the people in George to sensitize them so that they should know to say all these communicable diseases like cholera, dysentery and malaria is as a result of indiscriminate of waste disposal. And I want also to help them to realize to say that in waste is waste as they see it, but it's a resource. There is all manner which they need in waste when they separate. And with this, we can fight the problems that we have been facing, like cholera, especially in George. George was one of the cholera pandemic centers. And also globally, we see there is this COVID-19 which has come. All this is because of hygiene. So I want to sensitize the community so that where they see waste, they should see money. They should see a lot of good things in waste. Right now, I want to tell you when I go in the field, what happens in the field. I go in the field at the household level. Then I greet the client. After greeting the client, then I ask for the waste which has been packed in sack. When I collect that waste, we put in the push cart. And because the challenge which I'm facing is that this push cart is very small, whereby I can't get all the waste in George. As a result, other clients, they just throw the waste in drainages. Other people at night, they just throw in roads. Others, they just prefer to burn the waste because they've got nowhere where they can take the waste. And when I take that waste, I bring at my home and do the sorting. Right now, I'm doing the sorting of various materials. As we go in the field, people, they put waste together, the degradables, the recyclables, the plastics, the boxes, they just put in one sack. So when I bring them home, I separate, I put the plastics aside, the sima, the relish, the other side, which can be used as manure. After I've done that, then I put the recyclable materials like bottles, plastics in one place. Then I take this to another point where I store for security. Right now, you can see the waste which is behind me, the recyclable materials. In short, the money which is behind me. When I have transport, I'll collect all this and take it to the storage place, ready to take to the manufacturers. Having born in this George compound and brought up in this same catchment area now for 53 years, I thought, and I used to see people who are throwing waste or maybe collecting waste to be muddy people. Only that, later I realized to say, these people are not mad, but they are trying to create a clean environment for me to live in. Hence, and the experience that I came up with the activities which I used to do in George, in clinic, I was at the Environmental Health Committee. In the community, I attended various workshops with the Lusaka City Council on waste management. I realized to say that waste is a resource, and hence from that, I came up with the company which will be dealing in waste, and that is Chinvano Nichabwino Community Organization. Chinvano Nichabwino, meaning working together with the community people. Right now, I found myself favor to work with the Matero Women Association as a chairperson, where I came up again with the Mimi motto. This Mimi motto, it is a clean stove which uses pellets which are coming from the byproduct of the trees. When they plant the trees, so they make that waste which is coming from the planks, they make waste called the pellets. And these pellets are the ones which we are using to cook our food on these Mimi motors. These Mimi motors invented in Sweden. It is from this background that Chinvano Nichabwino community organization, our vision, we want to reduce waste, indiscriminate of waste by 2026 by raising awareness and employing waste management sustainable strategies. However, financial resources has been a great challenge to us. Therefore, we wouldn't love to miss any chance or opportunity given to us.
Okay, as my executive director earlier alluded to, I'm the secretary in Chinvano Nichabwino community organization, and I work as a volunteer. I've decided to volunteer based on my background. I did environmental education at the University of Zambia with civic education, and as part of my course, I also worked on industrial settlement with the Lusaka City Council under public health management unit, and we did a lot of work in different communities, including George Compound. So I just became interested in solid waste management. As for now, I also did a certificate. I'm a holder of a certificate in project management, implementation and monitoring and evaluation. And right now I'm pursuing a Master's of Public Health in Health Promotion and Education. And in Chinvano Nichabwino, we also have other expertise whom I persuaded and have come on board. We have also the finance director, who is an accountant, a graduate in business studies, and we also have another person, the operations manager, who is also having an advanced certificate in plants, machinery and construction, which is an advanced certificate from Germany. And we also have 4 trustees in our company, and all these you can find them in the company profile as we submit our proposal. Thanking you in advance.